friends, family, employees, co-workers, and friends on SMS text. You may ask what application can do that, and that application is GroupMe. Hi, my name is Matthew Allison, and I will be doing my final presentation on GroupMe and the community around it. In 2010, at TechCrunch Disrupt, founders Jared Hetch and Stephen Martocci raised about $10.6 million in venture capital, and thus GroupMe was born. About 1 year later, in August of 2011, GroupMe was bought out by Skype. And in addition, Skype was bought out by Microsoft a few months before that. So now GroupMe is currently owned by Microsoft. So what is GroupMe then? GroupMe defines them as the best way to chat with everyone you know. It's absolutely free, whether you're talking to a group of friends or texting with one person. Best of all, it works on nearly every phone, via push or SMS. With GroupMe, it's easy to reach anyone, anytime, anywhere. So let's see how it works. So starting off, you can see the application, GroupMe. When you first click on it, you see chats. The chats are lined up from chronologically, and you're able to scroll down and see your past chats. In addition, you're able to find locked chats. Locked group messages mean that the administrator created a group message that you're not allowed to add people into the group. So, looking up, you're able to scroll up and click on any message you like. I clicked on We Love Soccer. This shows that you're able to like messages on the right side, showing the relevance and how appreciated the message is. Next, we look at contacts. This is a key feature to GroupMe that you're able to add friends easily based off of past groups you're in together. In addition, you're able to look up people and find people that you may have forgot their name of and add a group message or do a direct message. In addition, you can scan messages through QR code, which will be shown once again coming up. And that's how I share my profile if a friend ever asks for my GroupMe. Then, looking at the next feature of settings, a key feature is light and dark. I'm currently on the dark feature, but some people prefer the light. There's many other features to GroupMe. Next is my profile, and you're able to connect to Facebook and Twitter, and there's not much to the profile other than your email and your phone number. So in all, GroupMe is a pretty basic looking application, but is used very well for group messaging and direct messages. Now we know how GroupMe works. Let's look at the relevance in the community. Chief Scientist of Empatica, Rosalind Picard, developed a wearable that measured autonomic activity. She said this wearable partly derived from conversations she had with a friend who was on the autism spectrum. The friend told her she was not reading the enormous stress and anxieties people with autism faced. Similar to Rosalind identifying the users of her wearables, I think the GroupMe founders identified the users that are in need of group messages and text messages and SMS messages. By properly identifying the users, as did Picard, GroupMe has surged with users in the last decade. American venture capitalist Mary Meeker says that the best way for users to join an application is for it to be free. GroupMe shows this is true. Currently, GroupMe is sitting at 11 million monthly users, showing that this messaging service is used well and widely throughout the United States. Something that makes the 11 million users of GroupMe special is that not all of them have internet. A study conducted by Pew Research found that 10% of Americans don't use the internet. Since GroupMe has the functionality of having SMS text, this means that of the 10% of Americans who don't use the internet, some are likely to be GroupMe users who use GroupMe as a form of sending messages without the internet. During the World Economic Forum at Davos 2019, a jobs creation strategy for the fourth industrial revolution, the panel discusses the emergence of new technologies and the need for a new strategy for job creation. From my experiences, I have found that the community within GroupMe uses the messaging platform as a tool to communicate between employees and coworkers. In addition, I have seen GroupMe used as a platform for messaging to find new jobs within the industries. The founding executive editor of Wired magazine, Kevin Kelly, believes that there's a need for planetary governance. While I don't think GroupMe will be efficient and helpful as a platform in creating planetary governance, I do think that GroupMe could be helpful in support. I think as a large company that is looked upon and revered in the United States, GroupMe could set a standard and support Kevin Kelly's idea of planetary governance be needed in the future. The need for planetary governance is even furthermore in the movie The Great Hack. The Great Hack is a Netflix film that focuses on Cambridge Analytica's role in political elections. The depiction of Cambridge Analytica's actions beckons the questions of data privacy in a data-driven world. While I do not think GroupMe uses their data they collect very much, I do believe their parent companies such as Skype and Microsoft both will harness that data and use it to get to know more users around the world. Sheryl Sandberg of Facebook expresses the need for internal guidelines and transparency at Facebook and other companies. GroupMe does well as a company as striving to be transparent with their community. Users are allowed to export their own data. This data can be collected on their profile, on their usage, on their messages and attachments. By having them allowed to see their exports and seeing what data is taken, a trust is created in the community members with GroupMe because of the transparency. Unlike Tor, GroupMe is not completely anonymous, yet they do take precautionary measures to protect each user's data. Community members are only allowed to see avatars and names. Since 2014, American scholar and novelist Shoshana Zuboff has been using the word surveillance capitalism. Surveillance capitalism claims private human experience as a source of free raw material. Then it is reborn as behavioral data, and then with world historic computational capabilities, it produces predictions of human behaviors. The founders of GroupMe initially created the product and the platform to be used by all people to message one another. But over time, and after being bought out by Skype, there seems to be evidence that there is a commodification of personal information. Skype bought out GroupMe for the intentions of reaching 1 billion users. With that being said, they decided to use the information by GroupMe and exploit it and use it to find and reach extra people that they did not already have, thus commodifying the personal information of their users. In 12 million phones, one data set, zero privacy, William Staples states that the seduction of these consumer products is so powerful that it blinds us to the possibility that there is another way to get the benefits of the technology without the invasion of privacy. Thankfully, GroupMe claims that they never share your personal information with others. They say your phone number and email address are always kept private with other group members, and when you're in a group, the only details you can see about another group member are their avatar and their name. Another nice thing about GroupMe's privacy is that users are able to hide messages. Similar to Edward Snowdon and how he was able to send hidden messages, but on less of a scale, users of GroupMe are able to send messages to one another and then are able to hide the chat. Moving on from privacy of GroupMe, we will now look at the social aspect of GroupMe. Social media guru Jaron Lanier believes that social media is ruining our lives. He thinks that the algorithmics behind social media causes us to change our behaviors and our personalities and our decisions we make. While I know that GroupMe is not a social media platform, I do see that there is some translated features such as likes. The likes feature is what distinguishes GroupMe's community separate from others. Likes on the platform allows for users to like messages, polls, and even memes. Since GroupMe is not used often professionally, memes are accepted very much in GroupMe communities. Contrary to memes, messages can be used on GroupMe for more serious things, such as speaking to future significant others or significant others. From George Takei's video, he reveals that the largest segment of people dating online are people above their 50s. While no, GroupMe is not used as an online dating platform, and it's also not used as a social media to help people see what people look like before they go on a date. I do think GroupMe does have some important features that can help dating. Such features on GroupMe that would help online dating are the individual instant messages and also the hidden message feature. Making a prediction for where GroupMe will be in the future is difficult, but luckily we're able to look at the past and see what we've predicted and how right or wrong we've been. In 2004, Gartner released their hype cycle, saying that they believed instant messaging was plateauing. Yet, a few years later, powerhouse companies such as GroupMe, WeChat, and WhatsApp were all created with the core function of instant messaging, showing that sometimes our predictions can be wrong, but luckily we're able to make predictions. Billionaire and co-founder of Microsoft, Bill Gates makes predictions of technology every year. While I do not think GroupMe's technology will align to what Bill Gates believes will happen in the future, I do believe the community of GroupMe is a tight-knit community that strives for the better of the world and will push and agree with Bill Gates' predictions. I'm excited to see where GroupMe will go in the future and how Microsoft and Skype will use this special platform to their advantage. Thank you very much for watching, and I hope you have a great day.